Question 11, change in market conditions causes a reduction in supply. This results in a higher price for the product. Higher price in the product, which has a downward sloping demand curve. So we're not sure if their total revenue will be higher. So what must be the outcome of this higher price? Our supply curve shifted to the left. Okay, decrease in the demand for substitutes. No. No. Decrease in the demand for substitutes. That does not affect costs. That affects demand. A decrease in the quantity demanded. Well, let's make sure. We have a reduction in supply, so this is about demand. B is about demand. C says an increase in the factors employed in the industry. What may be the outcome of this higher price? A decrease in the demand, a decrease. Oh, yes, I misread the question. What might be the outcome or the result of this higher price? A decrease in the quantity demanded. So here's demand, and when the supply curve shifts to the left, we have a decrease in the quantity demanded. So the answer must be B. Here's question 13. Question 13 says the soap industry consists of several firms, and firm X produces a small percentage of total output. So firm X doesn't have market power. What is likely to cause the supply curve for firm X to shift to the right while the market supply curve shifts to the left? So there's two parts. Firm X has improved technology. That's good. That will cause the supply curve for firm X to shift to the right. And the other firms have higher input costs. That will shift the market supply curve to the left. I like A. B says firm X has to pay a large fine for polluting. Well, that will shift the supply curve for firm X to the left, so not to the right, so not B. C says firm X is involved in a strike. Oh, that's going to increase their costs or reduce their production, but that won't shift their supply curve to the right. Firm X's rent and interest charges increase. That will also shift their supply curve to the left. So the answer for 12 must be A. 13 says D1 and S1 represent the initial demand and supply curves for a product. Okay. And let's see, these are equivalent curves after some change in market conditions. And the question is, what are the resulting changes in consumer and producer surplus? So let's take a look. Change in producer surplus. Producer surplus was U, and now it's QR, right? So it was U, and now it's QR. And it looks like you can just say B is the answer because that's the only choice with that answer, if we're correct. But let's look at consumer surplus. Consumer surplus was R plus T, and now it's P. So was R plus T, now it's P. So the answer for 13 must be B.